What's up, Army? I'm a little mad. Joe even, asked me to come in today after what happened to my Giants yesterday. Yeah, enough about football. I won't talk about it no more. Still got the hat on. I'm still a Giants fan. That's going to happen. I don't want to, no comment on, whatever. You're going to learn, hopefully next week, you're going to learn. But today, you're going to learn some other things. If it's your first time getting locked up, you're definitely going to learn a few things. And one of them, immediately, is that when you're locked up, it's a whole nother world. It is completely different from the streets. It might not seem so to people who haven't been locked up, but man, if you've been locked up, you know what I'm talking about. You get in there, it smells different, people act different, different things cause different reactions. I mean, it's a whole nother world. When you're locked up, that world operates under a whole different set of rules than when you're on the street. Some things that might be considered petty out here in the street, man, they hold weight in prison. Out here in the street, you could bump into somebody and it not be an issue. Bump into somebody in prison, you might need a tissue. And get your snot box rocked. Your snot box rocked. Yeah. Boom! You will get punched for small things. I've seen people get beat up for the most random stuff. So one thing you're going to learn, and you better learn it quick, is that you are not... What's Dorothy say? Oh man, I'm old. I'm using Wizard of Oz references. You're not in Kansas anymore, Toto. And you can learn this either the easy way or the hard way. You can learn it by observation or by blunt force trauma. I kind of learned both ways. I think most people learn both ways. You're gonna slip and fall a couple times. You're gonna get it right sooner or later. And if you don't, you'll end up in the infirmary. We hope that doesn't happen to anybody. You're dealing with criminals. And if you're locked up, you might not feel like you're a criminal. But I mean, shoot, you're locked up. I was locked up. I don't consider myself to be no rah-rah type of guy. But shoot, I was in there with that type of person. So you kind of have to fit the mold as much as to survive, though. That's pretty much what I'm saying. So one thing you're going to learn is it's a different world, and there's two ways to learn that lesson. The best way to learn it is by observation. Open your eyes. Watch how things go down. Watch how people act. Watch what is expected of people. One thing that is expected is respect. Respecters respected. Wait. No. Respect is expected. It is. Another thing you are going to learn in this world, in this different world, is respect. And you are going to learn that it is both given and received. Like I said before, those things that might be considered petty, like farting in public. People might look at you funny. In prison, people might punch you funny. I don't know. I just wouldn't fart while anybody's eating. I wouldn't fart in a group of people watching TV. I wouldn't fart at the card table. I guess there's a place, time to do everything. Go fart somewhere else. Just know this. If you feel like, everybody farts, some people, I've seen it, they feel like, it's a fart. I had to fart. I let the fart go. People will knock you slam out for letting that fart go, and you locked up eating jail food. Jail food had your stomach so messed up. Every time you fart, it is so hot and stinking. I'm telling you right now. Too. You be like, oh. Next thing you know, you're trying to blame it on the guy behind you, and then you get that guy beat up. It's messed up. Best thing to do, fart in yourself. Fart on your bed. Your cellie really can't get too mad about that. People might, complain, but it is what it is. Everybody in jail farting, man. Jail food had your stomach messed up, man. And then you go eat a swole on top of that. Yeah, you definitely gonna fart. You gonna let one of them farts go that peel the paint. That's funny. We got terms out here. Man, that fart smells so bad, peeling the paint off the wall. They were in jail talking about some, man, that fart smells so bad, peeled the skin off his face. Why did he do that? Because the guy next to him knocked him out. That's why. Just don't do it. And what I meant earlier, I said respect is given and received. The same way you give respect to the next man, you're going to learn that you need to demand that respect back. Now, I don't mean like you just going to be walking around like everybody, like you King Ding-a-ling. No, you can't do that. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is, if I bump into you and I say, excuse me, and you bump into me and you don't say, excuse me, I'm just, well, you better watch where you're going, or you had to watch what I'm throwing. This video is full of a bunch of corny rhymes. That's what I'm doing. That's how I feel right now. Corny rhyme time. That's what this is. Y'all ever play that game? Anyways, if you don't demand that respect back, you're going to need to take a long, hard look in the mirror and really just consider what type of person you are. You know what, actually? Before you decide you're going to go and break the law and potentially get yourself locked up, you need to go ahead and consider who you truly are and what you're capable of. What is it? The description where you find a link on a video? So in this description, we're going to include a link to www.punkornot.com where you can take a survey. So if you are currently considering a law that you want to go and break, don't be like the guy who dropped the gun when he went to go rob a bank. Don't do that. Don't be that guy. I know someone just said something about my Giants hat too. Whoever did that, you one of them curlies from the Stooges. Look, all I'm saying is there's some things you're going to have to learn while locked up. And a lot of them revolve around learning respect. Another thing you're going to learn is that you just can't go talking to everybody. And what I mean by that is the police. Ask them for toilet paper. Do it in front of everybody. If people see you talking to the police for a considerable amount of time, they start to assume things. And that's the last... I think don't punch me in the face. I farted and... Oh no, my butt's just sweaty. I'm good. Sometimes you have to watch what you say on video because Joe or Cody will not always cut everything you want out of it. I need to learn how to edit. But talking to the police can get your wig split. If you get caught talking to the police for a significant amount of time, people are automatically gonna assume that you's a snitch. Did you just get JR kicked out the block? We seen you talking to the police yesterday, and today he got moved out the block, and we heard y'all had words. Oh, you's a snitch. Now you label. One person say it, you either got a rock on or you got to leave. If a person calls you a snitch and you don't do nothing about it, yeah, that's something you're going to learn real quick. If someone throws a label on you and you don't straighten it, boy, they pretty much guaranteed to believe that one. The only label that sucks, something funny, you're going to learn this real quick too. If you are not gay and you do not want to be labeled as a homosexual, do not associate with those that are gay in any type of private setting. You understand? Just know this. If the gay dude comes out and says that y'all had any type of relations, you stuck. I'm telling you right now. I've seen it happen. I had not had to personally deal with this, but I definitely got to laugh at this situation from afar. What happened was, these two dudes, they used to talk. I don't know what they did other than talk. One of them was openly gay. The other one said he wasn't gay. They were friends. They kicked it. Well, they got into a little, a little altercation. Not physical. They argued. And the openly gay guy said, I knew I never should have. Well, that dude was ruined. What could he do? What could he do? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you right now, this is a situation that nobody wants to find himself in. Literally, I thought it was great that he found himself in that situation because I was on the other side of the pod like, oh, damn. That just happened to you, bro. you stuck. Because for real, if he don't do nothing, dude did it. It happened. And if he goes and he punches the dude or whatever, you stuck. It happened. It don't matter if it did or not. That's out there. But if someone calls you a snitch, that's different. You got to handle that by either leaving the block, that would be called checking out or checking in, whichever one you want to call it, or you go put your shoes on, you straighten it. What'd you say? What'd you call me? A snitch? I got you, snitch. Excuse me, sir. Deputy! Deputy! Can you please get me off the block, please? Please? I guess that's your safest route until the next time it happens. Or stop snitching. Certain things are gonna happen, and if you ain't doing them, mind your business. That's another thing you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn to mind your damn business. That's what you're gonna learn. I mean, if you don't learn it, you're gonna have to learn how to perform medical procedures on yourself, like stitches, icing down things, dabbing blood, certain things like that. Oh yeah, so don't talk to the police, or screw it, talk to them, that's your choice. But I think I've described well what could possibly happen if you do that. Another thing I learned, not everybody learns this. This is kind of a tough one. But you learn to read people. You know, Danny actually said that in some videos. He said, man, I'm a good reader of people. I was a good book reader, but I'm also a good reader of people. I can tell when people got things on their minds, like my girlfriend is screwing my brother. You can see it. It bleeds out of them. Do not mess with that person. Telling you right now, when a dude finds out Jody is it happened to me. But when you find out, there's like this rage inside of you. You know it's nobody else's fault. But as soon as someone sits down next to you at the card table and they fart, you ready to blah, blah. You look for a reason to beat people up. But what I'm saying is you learn to read people. And it helps. If you pay attention and you learn to read people, you read their attitudes, you read their behavior, you read their facial expressions, you're able to pretty much alleviate a lot of issues that you might have otherwise if you walk into certain things blindly. I don't mean that, you can read people. You can tell like, oh, this dude, he don't like people. I'm just gonna stay away from him. That's an easy read. Come on, man. You know what type of people stay away from. So that's something you're gonna learn. And I advise that you learn it even out here on the streets. Learn how to read people. Learn how to understand the next individual. If you're in a bad mood, you don't want nobody to talk to you. Wouldn't you hope that they could look at you and be like, that dude's in a bad mood? I do. If I'm in a bad mood, the only people I want talking to me are the people that love me, man. If I don't need strangers coming up asking me, no, I'm good. What I want them to do, I want them to be like, that guy doesn't look happy. Go ahead and mind my business and leave him alone. That's what I want from you. But these are some things you're going to learn. Some things that you should learn if you're going to get locked up. Because it's not a fun place. There's a whole lot of different type of people in there. Somebody just said something else again about my freaking Giants hat. Look, I know we lost. Learn, I don't want to talk about that. I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. I hope that you learned something. Learn how to stay free, man. Learn how to enjoy life. That's what I'm going to do. So enjoy your life, the free world. Never take a moment for granted. And make the most of every day.